Your new Samsung phone deserves a new case and a new screen protector. Let's check this out. Dave Taylor here, and I have the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. It's a really nice phone. I'm very impressed with it. It's also an expensive phone. In fact, most of our modern smartphones seem to be in the $1,000 to $1,200 range. That is a lot of money for a device we're going to have in our pocket and tote around. So I'm a big believer in protection for your devices. So I want to put it in a case, and I want to put a screen protector on it. Now I know the glass that Samsung's used is hardened and tough and rugged, and it should be able to survive perfectly fine. But let's be honest, if it gets a scratch or a ding, I'm going to be a very sad person. Whereas if I can put a screen protector on it and then that collects the scratch or something, then how much easier is that to just pop the screen protector off and put another one on? So that's what we're going to do here. And I actually talked to this company, Whitestone, and they have this dome glass set. And they sent me all of it, but I'm not going to put them all on because you only would choose one normally. So they actually sent me 3 different kinds. There's this UV Gen film, and then this uses what they call their liquid optically clear adhesive, which makes it a really solid connection. And then they sent me a screen protector that's much more of a traditional film protector, and that's the one we're going to install. And then they also sent me the premium version that actually has this fairly complicated install process, but it looks fantastic. However, I'm just going to show you the box. I'm not going to install that one. So they have lots of choices. They also sent me their clear case. So between the screen protector and the case, my little Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus is going to be a lot more tough at the end of this video than it is right now. So let's start with the screen protector, and I'm going to open it up, and it comes with a built-in install system. So I have my unboxing tool, and the first generation of these screen protectors, it was just a film, and it was up to you to put it on properly, and that was a nightmare, and you wouldn't get it to be perfectly flat, or it wouldn't be perfectly square, or you'd put it down and then you'd notice there was a little bit of dust, and so that little tiny bit of dust becomes a bubble, and then you have to look at that for the rest of time. So we've come a long way with screen protectors. Don't just buy a film. Yours should come with an install system of some sort. And that's exactly what we have here. So let's see, which side did I just open? The bottom. So we'll just pull it out. And worth mentioning is that this is 2 install kits in the box. And you can see there's all sorts of stuff. So I'm just going to put that aside, move all this out of the way to give me some room. And so the install kit here is a sort of, let's see what we have here. We have a microfiber cloth. We have basically a cleaning tissue with some alcohol in it. And then we have stickers to remove that last little bit of lint. And here's something they never tell you in the instructions. Step 0 is to go and wash your hands thoroughly. Get the oils off your hands. Get everything as clean as possible. Make sure your workspace is clean and free of dust and cat fur or anything else you might have. And so we have all this, and this, since there's pairs of things, I'm gonna put one aside, and that's for my next install if I end up having to do it again, which hopefully I won't. But that gives us all the tools we need, and this is the Whitestone dome glass protector. And the actual unit, this is the install carrier. You'll see how that works. But the protector I'm going to put on is a 9-inch tempered glass. It's shatterproof, it's scratch resistant, it has HD clarity, and here's something important, it has an oleophobic coating, which means that it should be resistant to the oils that we naturally have on our fingers. That's why you leave fingerprints, detectives, because you have oils on your fingers, and when you touch something, you end up leaving a tiny bit of that oil. So put some fingerprint powder on, and boom, it comes up, and we've all seen those TV shows. Now, one of the complications here is that the S24 Pro has a fingerprint sensor on the screen. So if I touch it in the right place, my phone automatically unlocks. That's nice. Will it do that with the screen protector? And they say yes, but you might have to retrain the fingerprint sensor. But we're going to find out because I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And as I said, it's 2 full install kits. So we're going to put this aside. And the order of doing this is, number 1, wash your hands. And then we're going to open up the what I consider wet nap, or the kind of thing you get at a good barbecue restaurant to clean your fingers after you've enjoyed a meal. So this is probably not exactly the same materials and not exactly the same liquid, but same idea. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to give the surface of my phone a good wipe. The goal here is to get rid of every single particle, every bit of hair, every mote of dust that might be on there. So that looks good. And then step 2 is, oh, I see, there's actually 2 of these cloths. So I guess you can use one and then save the other one for your potential second install. So this is just a lint-free cloth. It's pretty straightforward. And I'm gonna just do a nice, even wipe down. And then the third step is that there's a sticker, and you're like, a sticker? That's cool. Why would I need a sticker? And the answer is because there still might be some dust. So this gives you the ability to actually pull it off of the screen in case that actually previous steps didn't work. So between all 3 of these, this should be nice and clean. And so now we have the install unit. And it looks like there is a spacer. And so here's what we have. And you can see there's all these instructions. The basic idea is that we're going to put this down and then it will be perfectly centered on the phone. So they have to cut a different carrier for every single phone to make sure it fits perfectly. Now, I can do this and just see and, yep, that fits perfectly. That's not going to accomplish anything because I need to take the top level or layer off. And there's a convenient tab here. So I'm going to pull that off. And now we're at maximum risk of picking up environmental dirt. So I'm going to immediately put this on my phone. And there we go. And now it tells you to fast slide side to side, and then down, and then up. And that should be everything. So now all I have to do is remove this sticker and then hold this down while I lift up the case. And there we go. My phone has that screen protector on, and looking at it, it is invisible. I really can't even see that there's a screen protector on. It is exactly perfect. Now, the big test, will it unlock? Let's see. Well, I think they are correct that you do need to retrain it, which I can do. That's easy enough. But let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to need to retrain it, which was expected. So I can just unlock it with the usual pin. And so you can see, hopefully, that it is a beautiful, clean, totally clear protective cover. So there's nothing left there for me to see. It's just protecting my phone essentially invisibly. So having accomplished that, huzzah, now let's check out this case. And I guess I'll just put it over here. And the case is going to be a whole lot easier to work with because it's literally a case. So here we are, and it looks like there is a clear film on it. So we'll take that off. And here's the case, and it is very nice. This is the Lappi clear case from Whitestone, and it is a 2mm polycarbonate and a 4.5 grade TPU. So it is a little soft, and in fact, it looks like there's a second film on the inside. But, oh, I see. So if you push through the camera, you can then get that second one off. So there we go. Now you can see it really, it is remarkably clear. Now what's important is it's anti-yellowing. Again, early generations of clear phone cases, if you had them out in the sun, which we inevitably do, they would yellow. This will not do that. It's also shock proof and it's MagSafe compatible. And you might be thinking, well, that's interesting because this isn't a MagSafe phone. And the answer is that's true, but there are lots of MagSafe other accessories that are out there now, like MagSafe wallets you can clip onto the back of your phone, and MagSafe ring holders that give you a built-in stand. And with Qi 2, which is a new charging standard, then essentially Android phones will be able to have the full MagSafe, which will have it center itself on a Qi wireless charger. For now, this is just a nice accessory addition, and it's on, the case is on, the screen protector is clearly completely compatible with the case, and now I have a lot more protection. So the cutouts, as you can see in this close-up, are perfect for the cameras and for the flash, and it has a really nice feel to it. So we have accomplished our goal, which is to take the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and give it a more protective front and to give it a more protective back and sides. So this phone is much more likely to survive the rigors of daily life than it was when I started out in this video. So now all I'll need to do is clean up after myself, and I would say that this is a job well done. I will have to redo the fingerprint sensor, but that's a pretty easy thing to do. You go into settings, you search for fingerprint, you delete the current one, and then you train it on your finger again, and it's just ever so slightly different because of the screen protector, but once you've trained it once, you're good to go. So we do need to talk about the price of these products, but before we get to the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate when you subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and click that bell icon so you get notifications of my new content. And finally, thumbs up. I really appreciate when you give me feedback on what I've done here. Leave a comment too. I respond to all my comments. Excellent. All right. Now, the Whitestone Dome Glass Protector is $19.99. Remember, that's for two of them. It's $19.99, currently minus $2, making it $17.99 at Amazon.com for two. That's really nice. And then the case, this is the Lappi clear case from Whitestone, and it is $19.99 at Amazon.com. If you just spent $1,000 on your phone, dropping 40 bucks on giving it another level of protection all the way around seems like an entirely rational move. So I recommend you check it out. As you saw, it's super easy to put it on and get it to be just absolutely perfect, which really lets me breathe a little bit again. There's always a tiny bit of anxiety doing this. And I really like this case. This is just a really solid upgrade for the phone. That's all I got. Hope to catch you in my next video.